Hey, and welcome to the Master Levels for Doom 2. This is Virgil. Virgil is the second level of the PSX block of Master Levels in Final Doom, and I figured we'd come to this one early because it is one of the smaller levels, but I also think it's one of the better levels, even though it's got some flaws. We'll explore those as we make our way through the level here, once we've taken care of the imps here, and the shotgun guys, and the spectres. The thing with this level is that it has the potential to be a great level. So for example, that's a really nice trap there, the pinky going behind you. And there's a whole bunch of enemies up high here, and there's enemies down low, so you get a nice variety of enemies shooting at you in this very wide area, which I appreciate. Take care of the shotgun guys there. We can go in here. This is a very shadowy area. If we hit that, we can grab a supercharge and a blue armor inside here. There are some lost souls that we need to take care of though. And a spectre in the dark, which is never a good thing. We've got the super shotgun there, that'll be insanely useful. I want to take care of the enemies here now, because when we start lowering platforms in a little bit, I don't want the enemies to overwhelm me. You can see we'd need various coloured keys in order to access some of these doors, but we need to go down the middle here. There is a Caco demon there. There's a chain gun to my right as well. Grab the shotgun shells there. We're going to talk about one of the more egregious decisions that this set of levels makes, and this level in particular has a very nasty sort of design choice here. You see there that cross on the wall there? This is an essential switch. You need to find this switch in order to access this key here and to progress in the level. And for me, it is a terrible design choice to hide an essential switch like that behind what is effectively a secret wall, because you can see here, the same thing here is actually marked as a secret. And for me, that's just terrible design and should not have made it into a level like this. I understand that they wanted players to visualize the walls and to sort of explore, but for me that's a bit too ambiguous, and I can imagine more than a handful of players have ended up on this level and they've just not been able to get forward in it without cheating, because how are they meant to know what to do? And the thing is, this isn't the only level that does this in this set of levels. There's actually a handful of levels that make secrets an essential part of a level, and for me, I just don't like it. I think it's poor design. Another problem I have here is that you have to go through this teleporter here to get the blue keycard, but here's the thing, a lot of players probably wouldn't notice that that door's even opened up. It will require a lot of sort of intense looking. I just feel that this level has some very odd choices in its design that really hold it back from being a truly great level, and it's kind of frustrating to see. As we head inside here, you can see there's an arch vial in the centre of this room. I do not want to let that arch vial out, because letting that arch vial out would be a terrible mistake. We're going to take out the enemies here. We can grab the red keycard here. Now what's kind of frustrating here is that you actually have to hit that switch there. So the switch that I just hit there actually opens this door. Again, it's another weird design choice, because most players will grab the red keycard and immediately move out. They won't be looking for a switch that's on the back of a pillar in an area that, to be honest, isn't that exciting once you've grabbed the red keycard. Like I said, this level makes some choices. It's definitely a choices level, and not all those choices are good choices in my opinion. I do like this final room though. I love how big it is, and I love just how there are enemies up top like the Mancubus here who you kind of have to take care of if you want to get to the end of a level. Don't know why that imp there didn't wake up as we were kind of running towards it. When we open this door here, there are some enemies inside, some bony boys and some barons of hell. You need to go to the back of the room to raise that switch up. Again, if you don't run into that room and sort of explore it, that switch will not rise. That's less egregious to me though, because I feel like most players would actually go into the room and sort of have a click around just to see what they can find. Once we've taken care of the barons, we're pretty much at the end of the level here. It's an okay level in my opinion. It's one of those levels that, in my opinion, with a bit more editing, a bit more time put into designing it, and just some more thought, it could have been a really great level, but it's let down by some design choices that really hamper it. What is interesting is that this is one of the levels that makes it into the PS1 version of Final Doom. And like I said, this is the second level, so once you've done attack, you come straight here. It's a fine second level in my opinion, but it doesn't change the issues that I was discussing previously. It does, however, make some enemy changes because obviously Archviles don't exist in the PS1 version of Doom. I'd also argue this is one of the most stable levels in terms of actually being able to play it on Final Doom on PS1, just because the performance seems to be pretty okay. This isn't a particularly large level with very large rooms. Let's take care of you. As mentioned, I do like this open area here. I think that with a few more monsters, this could be a really exciting area to fight in. As it is here, it's fine. I think, again, it's just one of the things with some of these master levels. A bit more time and a bit more care and a bit more polish. You really could have had a very strong set of levels here. Take care of that shotgunner there. And the imp. Obviously, again, we need to get the key cards in order to access those doors. We'll head inside here. You can see that there's a slightly different look and feel to this. They've changed the textures on the walls here, but the layout of the trap is still very much the same. We're down to Lost Souls here, though. They haven't left the Lost Souls in this area. Obviously we can't go in there. And as mentioned, they don't really change much for this version of the level, so if you like the PC version of this level, you're going to like this one. If you don't like the PC version because of the issues I raised, you're not going to like this one because it's the same thing. And I think the problem I have as well is that when we turn around in a second to head back here, if you look, it's kind of in a shadowy area as well, so it's not even that easy to spot. Like, they've tried to make it a bit obvious by making the texture in this version a bit wider, and I appreciate that, but it doesn't really fix the underlying issue. For me, they should have just had it as a switch in the wall. Like, they shouldn't have even bothered hiding it. There's an enemy stuck up there, and I wanted to see if I could grab his shotgun. Unfortunately, we can't. We'll head in this direction here. Not quite sure where he went. Oh, okay. Well, that went nearly very wrong there, didn't it? Surprise Hell Knight there. We get the chainsaw, but we're not going to be using that at all on this one. They've actually added in a shotgunner in here. I'm surprised they didn't just put more enemies in here anyway, because this room's kind of empty. There's not much going on in here except for the blue keycard, and frankly, like, once you've kind of got the blue keycard, you're going to be heading out of there as soon as possible. As you can see, this secret is still here. Yeah, I don't get why they chose to make both of them look like the secret. It's just silly. And it's one of those things that Master Levels does, and it do what it do, but it do not get approval from me. You can also see there's no archvile in the middle, but at this point you shouldn't be surprised to be not seeing archviles around these levels. We can hit the switch while it's in the floor there. One of the lovely benefits of the Doom engine. With the plasma rifle in our hands here, we can just clear out all of these enemies. There's no Mancubus up top. Again, another casualty of the limited memory on the PS1. Small tangent here though, I would love to see these levels brought to the modern consoles in the PS1 forms. I do feel that in some of these cases they're just better versions of the levels, and I think that, you know, they just have more atmosphere and they look better, and the music just kind of goes really well. And I feel like a lot of modern Doom players don't get to experience these levels in this form. I don't think a lot of people even did experience Final Doom. I think a lot of people may have skipped over that one. We'll have to see if they ever get round to that. You can see that they got rid of the Barons here and replaced them with a bunch of chain gunners. Again, choices. You need to walk to the back of the room again to raise the switch, and when the switch is raised, we are done with this level. My overall thoughts on this level, as I said after the PC version, is that it's a okay level. It could be great if they'd taken the time to edit down the problems, if they just hadn't made some of the choices that they made. And there are just some egregious issues with this one that really affect the flow of it, like having an essential switch behind a fake wall, which most players will not be able to spot. It's stuff like that that really kind of harms some of these levels, in my opinion, and it's one of the reasons that the master levels for Doom 2 doesn't have the strongest reputation. Virgil, for me, okay level. Let me know what you thought of this level in the comments. Do you think I'm being too harsh, or do you think I'm not being harsh enough on Virgil? Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching.